Nudity in films isn't anything new. In fact, you've probably seen more than a few movies where the actors and actresses strip down for a scene or two. For many actresses, being willing to go nude for a role can be the difference between launching a career or vanishing into obscurity. While some refuse to strip down for their films, these starlets all went ahead and bared it all. So, hit that subscribe button and prepare to see which actress went nude for the first time in which film. Heather Graham. From License to Drive to Twin Peaks to The Hangover, Heather Graham has actually appeared in quite a few popular movies and television shows over the past few decades. Naturally, when you do that much work, you're going to come across a role that requires nudity. So what was the first? We'll give you a hint. Roller skates, Burt Reynolds, and Dirk Diggler. Think you got it? Yep, you guessed it. Graham first appeared nude on the big screen as Roller Girl in the 1997 cult classic, Boogie Nights. Charlize Theron. She's appeared in a number of big movie roles, many of which have seen her stripped down to various levels of undress. Being a former model, this South African starlet is no stranger to taking it off, which is a good thing, because her very first film required it. Got any guesses? Hint, it starred James Spader and Terry Hatcher. Hint 2, Theron plays a character named Helga Svelgen. Time's running out. Okay, if you guessed the film was 2 Days in the Valley, then give yourself a pat on the back. Jessica Biel. This starlet is well known thanks to her roles on Seventh Heaven, Blade Trinity, and Total Recall. However, guessing which film Jessica Biel first stripped down in may be a bit of a challenge. Why? Well, it was pretty much released directly to DVD and didn't get a lot of exposure to a broader audience. So as a clue, we'll tell you the film starred Patrick Swayze and saw Biel take on the role of stripper Rose Johnny. Need more help? The film came out in 2009. Tick tock, time is up. This good girl turned bad first revealed it all to film audiences in Powder Blue. Natasha Henstridge. This starlet is kind of similar to Charlize Theron in that she's a former model turned actress. Natasha Henstridge broke onto the movie scene in the mid-1990s, and her debut film was actually the first time she appeared in The Buff. Most of you probably have guessed it, but we'll still give you a hint or two anyways. First, it's a sci-fi cult classic. Second, Henstridge gets naked more than once and tends to kill whoever she gets close to. Yep, we know you know this one is the one and only Species. Denise Richards. She's had a pretty good acting career, what with being a Bond girl, making an appearance on Friends, and having regular appearances on Blue Mountain State. However, can you peg which film was the very first that this starlet bared it all in? Hint, it was a year after her big role in Starship Troopers and before her role as a Bond girl in The World Is Not Enough. Need a little more? This scene made headlines, not just for the nudity, but also for the fact that it saw Richards making out with another girl. That probably did it, and we bet you're able to guess the film was Wild Things. Katie Holmes. Thanks to her role on Dawson's Creek, Katie Holmes had a pretty solid reputation as a good girl in show business. We're guessing she wanted to get rid of that squeaky clean image when she took on the role in this 2000 film that saw her stripped down for the very first time. Know what movie it was? Well, the film starred Cate Blanchett, Giovanni Ribisi, and Keanu Reeves. In it, Holmes plays a character named Jessica who gets murdered, but not before getting naked. If you knew it was The Gift, then you know your Katie Holmes films. Or maybe you're a Keanu Reeves fan. Who knows? Salma Hayek. This Mexican-American actress has appeared in everything from Traffic to Grown Ups. You may not know this, but Salma Hayek's first nude scene actually made her cry because she was worried what her family would think of it. So, which film was it exactly? Well, it starred Antonio Banderas and a lot of guns and bad guys. Final hint, this film is actually a sequel to a 1992 production. Of course, the film that Salma Hayek starred in nude for the first time was none other than Desperado. Anne Hathaway. This actress broke onto the scene with the popular Princess Diaries in 2001. Since then, she's been super busy shooting a bunch of other movies, co-hosting the Oscars, being Catwoman, and voice acting in shows like The Simpsons and Family Guy. Oh yeah, she also got nude for the first time in a 2005 film. Any guesses? Well, it involved a rich girl, gangs, and Hathaway getting naked more than once. Time is running out. The movie in question is Havoc, and if you guessed correctly, then good for you. Scarlett Johansson. The last several years have been pretty big for Scarlett Johansson, thanks largely to the popularity of all the Marvel movies. There are even strong rumors she might get her own Black Widow movie, although we doubt she'll get nude in it. Amidst all the marvelous success, the 32-year-old did appear nude on the big screen for the first time. Any guesses? Think Scotland and an alien woman who preys on men. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit like Natasha Henstridge in Species. Nonetheless, if you guessed Under the Skin, then you know your movies and naked actress trivia. Margot Robbie. Probably the hottest actress in the industry right now, Australian Margot Robbie has been riding a wave of movie success, even if you count Suicide Squad. In fact, long before the rest of the world even knew her, she was pretty famous in Australia because of her role in the TV show Neighbours. There's a good bet you already know which film saw her first nude scene, but we'll still play along. First, it was a recent film directed by the legendary Martin Scorsese. Robbie plays the mistress and wife of another famous actor who died when the Titanic sunk. We're pretty sure you've pegged this one down to The Wolf of Wall Street. Good job. Well, that was a whole lot of naked going on there. If you enjoyed that, then try out some of our other videos at The Richest. We can't promise you nudity, but we can guarantee facts, trivia, and entertainment. Remember to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.